Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hi, team. Happy Friday. Just enjoying his pup treat. It was sitting on the desk while I was putting on my makeup. And so now he's just really enjoying his treat right now. Anyway, uh, welcome to me and Tarot Card Puppy Banjo's weekly tarot card reading and drawing. What do you got going on? What's new? Anything we should ask the cards today? I decided to do the Crow Tarot cards deck with the Crow Tarot spread. The body of the crow. I made some command decisions for us, and this is what we're doing. So I hope that's fine with y'all. I've been doing the Dragon Tarot all week, so obviously I'll be referencing the book maybe here and there. It is around 8:30 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. I've got my full cup of coffee. If you see my coffee, I'm sure you drink coffee all day. It's a good thing you told us the time. I agree. Just because you see this coffee here is not an indicator of the time of day. It is around 8:30 a.m. This a Friday morning here in San Antonio, Texas, which is great. Me and my mom and my sister Tracy, we went to some fiesta events. Fiesta is just like a celebration. There's family-friendly events, but a lot of the times it's like you can bring your kid along, but it's more like I hate to say adult-friendly, but as far as like activities, it's more adult-friendly. But kids are you can bring your kids or whatever. It doesn't matter. But that's usually what Fiesta is at 2 weeks. My sister Kimmy, she works for the city and the arts department, and she got us each a medal. Isn't that nice? This is a public art. This one is I think I forget the names of them. I probably should have asked her, but I have these on my Instagram. I take such a comment on Instagram. I forget what this hand is, but these are works of art. But anyway, and then you just clasp the medal on your shirt. On Thursday, we usually go to the what do you call it? A fiesta kickoff for at the Whitty Museum here in San Antonio, Texas, which is a natural science and history museum. We were a little disappointed / confused. So it's fiesta season, and they decided for their 100-year anniversary. They say birthday. I don't know why it wouldn't be an anniversary. I mean, anniversary, so like between two people are one thing, but like you can have like an anniversary, like this is just something that you celebrate. It's not necessarily like a birthday. But anyway, it's been 100 years since the Whitty Museum. My mom and my sister Tracy and I, we usually go there. We have been, at least in this past 5 years. I think in 2021 there wasn't a fiesta, but in 2022, 2022, 23, 24, 25, not 20, yeah, in these past 5 years. And my mom's been a member at the Whitty, and we've been going. I don't know if I went in 2022. I might have just gone in 2023 and made it a yearly thing. But anyway, it's usually very nice and pleasant. And if you live in the city, whether you live in the city or you're from the city, you just kind of like to do that. It's a lot of camaraderie, and then just like something to do. Public art, and there's a lot of culture. I would say, going on there. And so, anyway, that's the 30-year anniversary of Public Arts at City of San Antonio. My sister Kimmy, who works for the arts department, got my mom, myself, and Tracy that medal. Um, they make all different kinds of medals. But we're a little disappointed with the Whitty Museum because for their 100-year anniversary or birthday, they decided to celebrate by keeping their dresses in storage and then letting people have a tour and look at the dresses that are in storage. If you don't know anything about this Fiesta, a family-friendly event is the Fiesta dresses, and they go all out. They're handmade. They're really, it's like a beauty pageant type situation, but like nobody wins or anything like that. But it's just beauty of the dresses. And then people wear these dresses, and they're like associated with certain things that are nice for the community and public and stuff like that. And they have these really nice dresses, and they go on these floats down a parade. And nowadays they show people their shoes because they're standing all the time during the parade, and usually their shoes are like cowboy boots or tennis shoes or something like that. That's something kind of funny with how fancy the Fiesta dresses are. But anyway, the dresses obviously come with some sort of headdress or crown, and then they're just like really fancy dresses, and then they have a train, but the train is always a separate, always some sort of attachment, and it's art basically. Um, so to display these Fiesta dresses, it takes a bit of a handling of the art. The dress, you have to have the dress out, and then you have to have the train out, and it's just this big to-do kind of situation. But the Whitty Museum usually has like 20 plus Fiesta dresses, but in order to celebrate their birthday or anniversary, they kept them in storage. So now there's about 4 to 7 dresses out, and they're kind of hidden in other exhibits. Usually they have just a Fiesta dress exhibit, and it's not just for the one day. They have it out for all Fiesta season. Benjo, no sir, he's finished with this too. So we were all really disappointed with that. It didn't make any sense to us. We spoke to some people, and I don't know, it must have been some internal memo situation. I was like, how are they not understanding? You celebrating the Whitty birthday, and you get opportunity to see the dresses in storage? Huh, what's that going on there? But anyway, usually that's my one Fiesta event, right? But I said, you know what, that was a bust. So I went with my sister Tracy. I think I posted like one photo from my Instagram. But if you're wondering, I did attend with Tracy, and good thing I did. But usually she goes alone. But anyway, we went to this event called Fiesta Fiesta. It's like you can tell it's Fiesta season, right? It's just like a little a kickoff Fiesta party. Benjo, no sir, no sir. I didn't drink or anything, but usually that's what Fiesta does. That's what the adult entertainment means at Fiesta. Is you have the opportunity to partake in alcohol and all that. It's really at your leisure, at your disposal, within arm's reach. And apparently it was Dos Equis yesterday, or this Fiesta season. I don't know what it was last Fiesta season, but it was Dos Equis yesterday at Fiesta Fiesta. They had all these like Dos Equis, I want to say balloons with like stuff. Anyway, and then everybody around was drinking Dos Equis, the tall boys. But I think they're a little bit bigger than the tall boys, but I don't know if that's just Dos Equis or what. Anyway, as far as diameter, Anyway, uh, so I'm glad I went there with my sister Tracy. We rode the bus, and it was quite a fun ride. Uh, it's all the places I knew. I had a little bit of anxiety about riding, using public transportation. But it was one stop, didn't have to switch buses or anything in order to get there. And I knew the routes. I had driven there when I used to have access to a vehicle. But anyway, I'm going on and on about Fiesta. It was just because we went yesterday last night. So that's why I'm kind of chit chatty about it. Anyway, and just something I kind of want to share with y'all. We had a great time yesterday at me and my sister at Fiesta. So um, a little disappointed with the Wheatie, but we love that museum and we'll probably always give it a shot. It was just a little confusing this year about this minus a Fiesta dresses, which is a really big deal. Anyway, um, but they are available to look at online in case you're wondering. I might put it in the info box. A link to this year's Fiesta gowns in case you're wondering what I'm rambling on about. But anyway, the Battle of Flowers parade is a parade, and in that parade is the display of the dresses. Anyway, yeah, so we had a great time and it was really nice. I knew the area. Because I used to go walking downtown again when I used to have access to a vehicle. But that bus, you take the 96 and you just go straight down. There's like a left and a right, and that's it. All streets I already know. So it is mid-April. It's been December 18th since I've had access to a vehicle to drive. So I might just the bus is $1.30. So I might just get me $1.30. I have a lot of change. I have a piggy bank. But yeah, I didn't drink or anything like that. But Tracy doesn't usually drink or anything like that. So I just was like, that's okay. I wish I had brought my 64-ounce Tinker water. This one. I put water in it. And I think it would have been allowed at the actual Fiesta event. But on the buses, the public transportation, like I can just close the mouthpiece, right? Tracy said, I don't know if they allow that. So I didn't want to risk it. But if I would have had this, I would have had just the perfect experience. It was not, nobody recognized me, but it is what it is. I'm not, I wasn't bombarded or anything like that. There's this one moment on the way to Voodoo Donuts and they were very rude. I'm not going to tell you what they said. But that was at the end, and we were going to Voodoo Donuts because it was already like 8:30 or whatever. After like the cutting of the tie and the mayor spoke on the way to Voodoo Donuts. There are two people behind us. They said some rude things. But other than that, I guess I can't really complain. It is what it is. It's the situation. If it wasn't the situation, I probably would have partaken in this adult entertainment that the Fiesta offers. But I'm not going to, I think, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I had a great time. Other than that, I had a great time at Fiesta event season. So anyway, happy Friday. I have the plans to a lot very chit chatty this morning. I hope that's okay. I guess it's gonna be a long video. You know what? I'm gonna make this introduction a part 1, and then we'll see about this drawing and reading in a part 2. But with that being said, it is a Friday. I usually do these on Sunday. I don't know if you keep up with that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you do, I'm gonna try and shoot for having my chit chat on Sunday and then do some research and stuff. But anyway, I just, I rarely leave the house, especially this year, these days, like I've been saying. So I just, that's what I got to share and say with y'all. So thanks for listening to what I've been doing. Okay, so this is intro part one. I'm going to do the tarot card reading and drawing in part two.